As the next iPad Pro looms on the horizon, speculation and excitement are at fever pitch, all times high. People are losing their mind because they want a brand new iPad Pro. Now, amidst all the rumors, I've zeroed in on 5 features that, in my view, would make the iPad Pro not just an iterative update, but an absolute must-buy. Now, these are game-changing features on my wish list, not guaranteed to be in the upcoming release, but if they are, Apple is going to knock it out of the park. So why don't we get started and let's talk about what these 5 features are. The first must-have feature on my wish list will add a new dimension to interactions on the iPad. Now, the iPad Pro is an incredible device for creativity and productivity, which I'm sure that you can attest to. It seamlessly blends all the features that engage our senses, sight, sound, and touch, into a robust user experience. Now, that brings me to number 1, which is the first aspect of touch, which is often overlooked: haptics. Practically speaking, you would get feedback when using the context menus. Apps could enable this feature to make their experience more feature complete, or even when you are playing games on the iPad Pro. Now, I don't know about you, but the iPad Pro has become my go-to device for connecting with friends and family in today's fast-paced world. The iPad Pro really just excels at communication tasks, and video calling is one of them that just almost absolutely nails. Now, there is one area where I think the iPad Pro deserves an upgrade, and I think that you are going to agree with me. Let's dive into it. The iPad has always been a stellar device for communication. You have apps like Mail and Messages that make it incredibly easy to stay in touch with your iPad. And if you want more of a personal connection, video calling apps like FaceTime, Skype, and Teams are designed to deliver just that. Whether it's a heart-to-heart with a friend or a brainstorming session with a colleague, the iPad is a powerful tool for bridging the gap between two people. But that front-facing camera, it has got to go. Now, I'm not talking about the camera placement, which thankfully is one of the leading rumors coming to the next iPad Pro, but I am talking about the quality of the camera. Now, the front-facing video camera doesn't capture the essence of your environment, and it's just really the nuances of expression. I would say that it's like someone who's a painter and they're painting with a limited color palette. The painting is there, but the vibrancy and detail are missing from the picture. Now, this brings me to my second must-have feature on my wish list for the next iPad Pro. Now, please, Apple, hear me out. I need you to improve the subpar camera. It has been poor for too long. In fact, the camera hardware has primarily remained the same since the first iPad Pro in 2018 for that current body style. And you'd probably be surprised to learn that the front-facing camera on the iPad Pro is limited to capturing video at 1080p. Who would have thought? But that's why when you view clips from your iPad camera on the 11-inch, the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, or even on, let's say, your TV with an Apple TV, video clips look grainy, they look soft, especially if they were captured in like non-ideal or wrong lighting conditions. Now, it's probably not hard for you to imagine how impactful a better front-facing camera could be on the iPad Pro. We're talking about crisper, cleaner, more vibrant video, that the upgrade is not just really about the pixels, it's about capturing the subtleties and nuances of real life. I'm talking about making video calls pop with color and realism, which make you feel like you are in the same room with that individual that you're talking to. Now, let me know what you would think about upgrading the front-facing camera on the iPad down below. My next feature has been rumored to be coming to the iPad for a good 2 years, and it's with good reason. It takes an existing product that we all love, which is, come on, it's the iPad, and it enables to solve new use cases that weren't possible with the existing generation. The iPad Pro was the very first device to gain a fast refresh rate display way back in 2017 when they launched the 10.5-inch iPad Pro. Depending on how old you are, you might not even remember the fact that there was a 10.5-inch iPad Pro. Well, it's been a long time. This offered a phenomenal viewing experience without degrading battery life while maintaining Apple's their benchmark of 10 hours of usable time. Well, advancements in display technologies like those found in the iPhone 14 Pro, the iPhone 15 Pro, give us a hint of what we should expect from the next iPad Pro. It's time to evolve how we interact with our iPads to allow for more passive consumption of information that the iPad has. This brings me to my third must-have feature for my wish list for the next iPad Pro, and that is standby mode. Envision an iPad Pro that is always on display like your iPhone, showing contextual information even when the screen is off. And with the rumors that the features are coming to the next iPad Pro, like a redesigned Magic Keyboard, a landscape-oriented front-facing camera, and an OLED display, as well as the rumors that there could be a charging dock in the future for the iPad Pro. Now, I'd love to use my iPad Pro as an ambient display that showed app widgets and other customizable information, much like my iPhone does when it's here on my desk or in a MagSafe charger for that nightstand mode. With other features new in iPadOS 17, including lock screen widgets, animated wallpapers, and live activities, I think the next iPad Pro is primed to become the ambient always on display that we're both looking for. Now, I don't think I'm the only one, but let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Next, let's switch gears to discuss a feature that could redefine how you interact with your iPad Pro. Now, whether you are taking notes with your Apple Pencil, using the Magic Keyboard to write your thesis, or just, taking your finger and playing Fruit Ninja, the iPad Pro is a powerhouse for everything from creative work to daily tasks. But even with its advanced touch interface and the accessories that transform the single pane of glass into a desktop replacement, there are moments when I want something more from the iPad, and I think you do too. It's time to modernize the iPad to allow for customization, and this brings me to my fourth must-have feature on my wish list, and that is the action button. Imagine a button on the iPad side that's convenient to press in any orientation, tactile, and fully customizable. A press of the action button can launch your favorite app for quick navigation, open up the app menu so you could choose from a list of apps, start a new note, or even control one of your HomeKit accessories. Now, the iPad's customization potential is, I think, far greater and more unique than it is on the iPhone because of the Magic Keyboard, because of the Apple Pencil, and that means there's just more to gain, and I think that really kind of lends credence to why Apple should implement this type of feature on the iPad Pro. Now, if an action button excites you, I did make a video maybe about 3 or 4 months ago. I'll link it up here in the video description above, where it shows you how to do a software action button on the iPad Pro where you get 95% of the features without having the actual hardware button on your iPad. Next, let's discuss what makes the iPad Pro a visual powerhouse and where there's definitely room for improvement. Now, the iPad Pro is a marvel when it comes to graphics, whether you're watching HDR content on the 12.9-inch model or even using the 11-inch iPad Pro with an external monitor. The M series chip makes each experience delightful. But if you're anything like me, it might even have caught yourself straining to read text on the iPad Pro. I mean, those widget text is super, super tiny. Even with the existing display scaling options on the iPad Pro, something seems to be missing. It is like having a powerful sports car, but you're unable to adjust the seat to the most comfortable driving position. Now, I think we need more than a Goldilocks approach to optimizing our screens on our iPad, kind of good, better, best, small, medium, large. That's what I think is a Goldilocks. This is where my next must-have feature for the iPad Pro comes in. More display scaling options on the iPad Pro. More control over scaling means a more personalized and comfortable viewing experience, no matter what you are doing and what app you're using. Such flexibility would benefit our eyes, enhance usability for a broader range of users, making everyone can set their iPad for what best suits them, and the iPad Pro, again, more accessible, more user-friendly. Can you see the difference that this actually would make? And there we have 5 features that will transform the next iPad Pro from a great choice to an absolute must-have, but I want to turn the spotlight over to you. What is on your iPad Pro wish list? Jump into the comments down below. Let me know what those features are. Are they different than mine? Do you have features that you want to see implemented that maybe I don't have? Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you are subscribed for more iPad content and consider sharing this video with someone who may enjoy iPad content as well. My name is Mike. I want to make sure that you're subscribed for when that new iPad Pro drops. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.